we all know, all doctors, scientists, the Rabbunim and Chachumam, we all know the biggest need for every single human being is to feel loved. That's the number one need. What every single human being needs is to feel loved. And I looked up the Thesaurus. What is love? It sounds like not such a kosher word sometimes. And I look, what is love? And the Thesaurus says love is appreciation, respect, cared for, and liked. That's what love means. Every human being wants to feel appreciated, respected, cared for, and liked. Anyone we talk to, everybody we talk to, brothers, sisters, everybody we talk to has the same four needs. And it's always amazing to me how the Mishnah says, the same way we don't look alike, we don't think alike, and now we know with the DNA that nobody has the same DNA. But this is one thing we all have in common. All 6.9 billion of us on the planet Earth have this one thing in common. The need to feel appreciated, respected, cared for, and liked. There's a great quote. People will not remember what you said or did. They will remember the way you made them feel. Studies show that the number one reason people change jobs is not money, not promotions. Number one reason is lack of appreciation. There's a small book by Dale Carnegie. I hope everyone here has it and read it at least a couple of times. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It was printed in 1936. It sold 30 million copies worldwide. It was translated in every known language in the world. It's probably the second best-selling book in the history after the Bible, probably. On Amazon.com, 73 years later, it's in the top 100 books sold ever. Top 100, 73 years later. And Amazon, you know how many books Amazon has? Amazon has 14 million book titles. Every year, 50 to 100,000 titles are added to the Amazon.com book library. That's how many new titles are introduced in America every year. 14 million titles, top 100, little book from 73 years ago, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And that book, as you guessed it, is all about showing people how to feel appreciated, respected, cared for, and liked. Herb Keller, co-founder of Southwest Airlines, another American customer service success story, says this. He says, the business of business is people. Yesterday, today, and forever. Repeat. The business of business is people. Yesterday, today, and forever. So, who's your customer?
People.
People. Exactly. So the point is, no matter which business you're in, don't look at your customer as being, let's take an example, a wholesale manufacturer selling to local stores. Sells, let's say, water. You can think, who is his customer? The store and the consumer. Now, being in the people business, let's find more customers for him. All of a sudden, employees are his customers. Employees for sure, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Employees, you treat them well, they'll treat your people, your customers well. Your vendors, they'll deliver you on time, they'll make exceptions for you. I mean, some of you in the business of buying product know what I'm talking about, how a good relationship with a vendor makes a huge difference. They give you better credit. Vendors, employees, let's say they're salespeople, they can tell you on upcoming specials, so wait for this, buy this in a few months from now, or in a couple of weeks, or they won't sell to a neighborhood competing store. Trucking companies come to a store, do they create a chaos and make you rush and hurry, or are they standing and waiting a couple of minutes? These are all people that you deal with on a daily basis, and you realize that that being in the people business, wowing all of these people will make a difference in your company. And to bring another small example from Zappos, Zappos does elaborate, expensive vendor appreciation parties. Nobody does that, not that I'm aware of. Is there anybody know of anybody doing vendor appreciation parties? Vendor appreciation parties. It's always the other way around, where vendors make parties to their good customers. A vendor appreciation party, as far as I know, is the only people that do that is Zappos. And what do they have from it? Shoes happens to be a closed industry like other industries that, imagine you call Sony and Nikon that you want to open an account. And imagine you're only a .com. You can imagine that you ain't opening no account with Sony and Nikon. And other industries are also like that. And shoes is also like that. Yet, by wowing their vendors, Zappos has them all. And being only a .com. So, moving forward with I want to do a small side check for a second about employees. Really, employees could be a full day seminar by itself, but I just want to bring out one small part on how employees are customers too. And again, quoting Keller from Southwest Airlines, Keller calls his employees internal customers. And he says that from the beginning they decided to treat their internal customers first. And their motto is, if they're happy, satisfied, dedicated, and energetic, they're gonna take really good care of the customers. If the customers are happy, they'll come back. So the advice that I give to clients is always, treat your employees well. Treat them well, they will take good care of your customers. And I want to illustrate this with an example. There's a hotel operator in San Francisco. He has about 25 hotels. He always puts a very big emphasis on all his hotels, on the people skill part. And one time they were doing a meeting between all the maids. And maids, you know, are the ones that clean up the rooms and the toilets. They were doing a meeting, and again, with showing the people skills and the respect they have for their employees, they were going through how do the maids feel about their job, what motivates them, how do they feel about themselves as they do it. And he asked for the people to tell me, like, how do you look at yourself when you're working? So somebody said, I'm a nanny. Of course, nobody's going to say I'm a maid. You know, what does a maid mean? I'm a toilet cleaner. They're not going to say that. So let's say, okay, I'm a nanny, or somebody said I'm an organizer. And then one person said, I look at myself as the mother away from home. To the guest. I'm the mother away from home. And this really wowed the people at the hotel. And this is how they started calling their maids. And the tags now says mother away from home, you know, Gail or whatever. And the question is, think of the respect that this employee now has for her job and herself. Who cleans a better room? A maid or a mother away from home? Who gives the extra heart in a room? The mother away from home. So to recap, I hope I've brought out the points well enough that in any business you're in the people business. Anybody that comes in contact with your company, you have a chance to wow, and that will bring you dividends. Not just your customers, not just nobody. It's everybody that comes in contact with your business. And to bring out a point of probably the best example of a people's business is Zappos. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed and gained some valuable insight from this video and you share it with your friends. You're welcome to leave feedback at snapahead.com. Also leave your email address to be notified when there's future posts. And feel free to email me about topics you want to see covered, questions you have, or stories you wish to share. From my years of learning, doing business, and helping other businesses, these posts are just some of the general laws of business success that I've learned, which I share freely with you, my esteemed audience. For more advanced and customized programs which will help you at a minimum double and triple your business, contact my office. Information is on the website. Thank you, and see you again soon.